Hello again, and welcome to Thashna Walsh Lifestyle Therapy, Grow to Glow, whichever way you know us from under this umbrella. And thank you for being here. I'm here to answer questions and share insights about ourselves, right? Getting to know who we are, right? Because that's what we're here for. We're here to experience, to explore, to have fun, and to really unravel the secrets of what life is all about. And I believe profoundly that it's all about getting to know who you are, unraveling all the untruths that we've been told as we were growing up so that we can find where our freedom lies, so that we can live that life of ease and grace in a really beautiful and successful way. And like I said, easy way. That is my motto for everything. Everything is easy, right? So you can have the success, you can have the health, you can have whatever it is that you're after, right? The freedom is what most of us are after, right? If that's what you want, it should come nice and easy. So, yes, you've been struggling all of this time and you don't see how that's going to happen, but stay tuned. It will. So, I'm here to answer another question. And it's a question about a lady who her husband doesn't get any of this stuff and she's desperately wanting him to go with her on this journey of ascension, of of knowing herself, of learning more. She's been through the coaching program and she's felt the changes in her life, and she's saying, how can I inspire him to make him also join? Now, the answer to that is simply people who don't want to change, just not going to. Okay. And even some people who do want to change, they can fill themselves up with so many excuses on why they can't now, or they know all the stuff already, but for some reason it's not working. Or what is the other stuff? Oh, I know it all, but I just haven't had a chance to implement. And various other things that people will tell themselves, all kinds of stuff to not do the work. Now, for say, for example, you have a partner or a friend or someone where you can see that they are completely sabotaging their lives and they don't really know it. They're not doing it willingly. It's almost like an unconscious behavior. They moan and they whine and they cry and they stress out about stuff all day long, every single day. And you can see that they are the ones actually causing the problem. They're making the bad choices. They're the ones that are not listening. They're the ones that are not really using the resources that they've got set in front of them. They're the ones that think they know it all. So therefore, there's no room for anything else, right? If you're one of those people that know somebody like that, the best way you can actually help them is to see them in the best light possible. I know that sounds crazy because right now they're not in the best light. They're doing all kinds of crazy stuff and it's winding you up, maybe. And you can see it's hurting them. And you're like, how can I see them in the best light? But that's it. If you start seeing them at their worst, seeing all the tragedy that's going on in their life and the pain that they're going through, and you are feeling sorry for them and you're feeling pain for them and you can understand the pain and feel the pain. I'm not saying don't be sympathetic or empathetic towards people. Absolutely. But that level of that frequency is only going to get you so far. You're almost like supporting them where they are on that frequency, on that level. Okay. So it's good. If somebody, is grieving, of course you want to come in and swoop in and give them some comfort because we all have to go through those stages of grief. But sometimes people are in it for so long, right? And it's like there's no way of getting them out. And if you're supporting them there, you're supporting them not to get out. So you have to start introducing more positivity, something that's going to lift them, energy that's going to be lighter than the one they're currently emitting. So you need to bring the frequency. So see them in the best light. So for somebody who's grieving, you see them, their heart is soothed, right? They're never going to forget that loved one or whoever they're big grieving for. They're never going to forget. Of course, it's a special part of their life and their heart. However, life goes on, and now you can see them moving on with life with these beautiful memories taken with them, right? for someone who you see just self-sabotage in their life, you see them picking their life up, you see them um, making smart choices, and you can see the success now moving into their life. You can see they're happier, they're lighter, their light is starting to shine. See that version of people. So if it's your husband, then see him, when you fell in love, how you saw each other and you just saw it. You thought like, everything, the world is so much brighter with you in it. And see him exactly the same way, even elevated, stronger, bigger, more beautiful, right? Do not see them in the pain that they are. See them in the beauty that you want them to be in, and the beauty that they want, because everybody wants the beauty. Everybody wants the ease. Everybody wants the grace, the fun, the laughter, the full expression in life, living out their purpose and feeling quite fulfilled and satisfied, right? So see people in that and really not just think it, but feel it, right? Bring that energy. And when, I'm not going to say exactly who this was, but I remember someone was they were just hanging around me, you know, came into my space, hanging around me, almost trying to nitpick at things, right? Because that's what they're known to do, from time to time. And it was my turn for them to nitpick. But instead of actually allowing that to come in and take root, I just basically went and gave them a big hug and say, hey, how you doing? And I filled them with love, right? I projected that love from me to them. And that dissolved whatever they were having planned. It just dissolved everything and it left a smile on both our faces. And that's sort of the situation. So things like that. Now, I understand there are times when you can't go and hug someone and you can't go and do that. But energy is energy, right? Whether you touch physically or you do it um, from your imagination, just from your heart, and just project it, because all the energy space is conducting, right? Your heart is magnetic, pulling in energy, and you can send energy out as well, as much as you like. You just have to feel the feelings and connect with the person that you want those feelings to touch. All right. So you're more powerful than you know. So they don't want to join you. Don't force anybody to join you. Just see them in the best light possible. They might be going down another avenue to get them to the same place or somewhere similar where you two can grow together. This might not be for them, because this program is not for everyone. It's for people who are actually 100% ready. They're ready to change. They're ready for the transformation, and there's no excuses. They're just like, leave all the excuses, and it's taking that nosedive, knowing that yes, I know that this is going to change my life. I've read all the reviews. I've listened to all the people talking about it, so I know it's going to work, right? So these people are already ready. So it's working it's working through now the subconscious behaviors and putting those to bed and putting new beautiful programs inside, so that that person now, they have a life that runs from these new programs. So not everybody is ready for that. Some people need to go and read a couple books. Some people need to go to a couple seminars, to inspire them and take that a different route to get to whatever self-actualization level that they need to for this lifetime. Okay, so I hope that answers the question, and I hope that gave you some sort of inspiration, an idea of how to approach these things. But what I say, don't force people. We're all individual, we're all on our journey, and we must allow each soul to walk its path, right? So because you are actualizing and you're ascending and you're becoming the best version of yourself, some people are not here to do that. They're here just to experience just life on a physical 3D level, right? And they don't want to ascend into the 4D and the 5D sort of territories. So you got to allow them to be, which is why we have to know ourselves well enough. When we know ourselves well enough, then we can choose partners that are aligning with that. But if you, like myself, as I'm growing, I have my partner who sees me growing, right? He doesn't want to get involved in certain parts of what I am doing, right? And I have to respect that. And I don't want to get involved with certain things that he's doing. And he has to respect that. And he does, and I do. So as long as you're in a relationship where you two can allow each other to totally grow the way you're meant to grow, and you come together and you share ideas and you really lift each other up, right? Then everything is going to work out beautifully. So there's no need for any push and force and wanting and begging and looking at the other person with scorn, going, oh, can't believe you're doing that. That's so stupid, right? Because then you're losing your frequency for yourself, which is not going to be good for the other person that's close to you. All right. So It's all about keeping your frequency. It's restoring the God self within you, right? And letting that shine big and bright, right? Letting God flow through you 100%, whether you want to call God, source, universe, whatever. God for me, and just allow that love to settle in till you are shining so bright. People just see you coming, even around a corner, going, "Oh, something is glowing around the corner. What's that? Oh, yes, it's you." Right? So, till next time, stay light, stay bright. Please subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. And who asked me this question? I didn't take the name down. Sorry. Anyway, I don't remember. I can't even make up a name because I can't remember who it is. Anyway, thanks for the question, darling. And I hope this answers it. Any problems, and you know where to find me. And I'm happy to help. Okay. Till next time, guys. Lots of love. Stay light, stay bright. Lots of hugs. Bye.